She's lit up the screen and made you laugh in the American Pie movies, Legally Blonde series, and a number of Christopher Guest mockumentaries, plus many more movies and TV shows. Now, Jennifer Coolidge is bringing her comedic chops to Juanita K. Hammond's Hall tonight as part of her stand-up tour, and we're so thrilled that before tonight's show, she could stop by our studios today to talk to us. Welcome, Jennifer.
Thank you.
Huge fan.
Thank you
Everyone
for
here
having
at
me.
KSPR is a fan. We have a packed studio here waiting to see you and listen to you.
Hi, everybody. Hey.
So tell us about your tour, because I think it's a little bit of a departure from, you know, normally your movies and your TV shows.
Yeah.
So what can fans expect if they go to your show tonight?
Well, you know, I think some of the movies that I've done are pretty tame. You know, such as, you know, Legally Blonde and American Pie. You know, I mean, American Pie was kind of a little bit of a, you know, more of a risque film. But this show is kind of my chance to not edit what I say. So it's kind of a dirty show. I really don't get political at all. But I really sort of I'm able to sort of air my grievances with Hollywood today, and that you know, I can't stand that I'm in this. You know, I've lived in LA 20 years, and now it's become this reality show town where, like, you know, if you have a sex tape, you get your own show, and I still have to audition for these humiliating movies, and you know,
maybe you should put out a tape.
I'm working. You know, I was thinking about I need to find a young guy and do a tape, and it's in the works right now. Actually, I'm scouting right now.
Oh, I can see the hands going up. Oh boy, there's going to be a line. So people shouldn't expect you to do characters with a bend and snap. That's not what this is all about.
No, I do some character. I do a lot of imitations of other actresses and things, but I don't. I guess what I'm saying is, I just if you know, I don't know if anyone would come like straight from church to my show. You know, they might. It might. Although you could, and it would be, you know,
they'd go right back to church.
Well, yeah, it would be, you know, it would mean that you have a lot of balance in your life.
Okay.
You know.
So what made you decide to just step out and do this? You've been on tour for about a year, you told me. What made you decide to do this?
Well, I went through a breakup with a guy, and I was sort of bored with my life. I was living in Hollywood. You know, I've been doing, you know, movies and TV shows for like 20 years now, and I kind of wanted to get out of, you know, you have to remember, like 90% of the movies that I make are all, and TV shows are all shot in LA, and if you do stand-up, you get to go around the world. I'm going to Australia for the month of June. I just did Scotland, you know, last summer, and I get to see, I've gone to all these states that I've never been to, and the other thing that's great is you meet people that aren't, you know, not just actors, like, you know, you actually meet people in the world that are doing, you know, cool things that aren't in the business. You know? That's really nice. And you know, I'm single, so I get to, you know, meet guys on planes. I get to meet newscasters and weathermen.
Boy, don't say weatherman. Right? My producer just said producers.
Producers, you know, although, you know, there's a lot of producers in LA, but yes, I get to meet, but you know, producers that might live on a farm as opposed to LA. They don't have a barn. You know.
Well, you know what? You're so funny. You're making everybody laugh. I think most people don't know this, that you didn't start out wanting to do comedy. You started out
I was trying to be a dramatic actress. I mean, the story, I mean, I've told this story a million times, but I was living in New York City, and I was working in this restaurant called Canistell's. It was 19th and Park Avenue for 5 years. I was the cocktail waitress, and Sandra Bullock was the hostess and the coat check girl for like 5 years. And God, if you could have told me that I mean, if I'd only given Sandra more of my shifts, we would be much tighter friends. But no, but you know, she actually bought a house down the street from me in New Orleans, and it's just sort of amazing how well she's done. But
you too.
Well, yeah, you know, I have to say, you know, the cocktail waitressing was going terribly, and it was really weird. It was the only restaurant you couldn't get fired in. Like you know, like 4th of July, I wanted to have 4th of July off, so I had a guy that worked in an ambulance to put a fake eye patch on my eye, and I called up and I told him that I was at a party and someone put a cigarette out in my eye, and then I had to like go down and prove to them that I really got injured, and you know, but it was like, but they caught me in the lie, but I still got to work there. I mean, it was great. You could you could get caught in a lie back then and still have your job.
Yeah, that's great. Let me ask you this. I know I have my favorite movie of yours. What is your favorite role? I would love to know this.
That have I ever had?
That you've ever done.
Well, I have to say, if you're an actress and Christopher Guest gives you a job, like Best in Show, there was no script. It was all, you got to improvise your own stuff. You had to come up with your own look. You know, I got to, help design those plastic surgery lips.
Sherry Ann Cabot was the best.
Yeah, that was like
That's
probably my favorite
movie.
job. It was probably my favorite job, just because, you get to come up with so much of it yourself. And that group of people, like I'll love them for the rest of my life.
Yeah. So talented. Thank you so much
Thank
for being
you for
here
having
today.
me.
Jennifer Stand-Up Act starts at 8 p.m. tonight at Juanita K. Hammonds Hall. I would highly recommend you go see it. Just sitting here, you've made us just crack up. You can get tickets by calling 836-7678. And again,
Thank
it's
you
a
for
true
having-
pleasure.
Thank you for saying that.
Thank you.
Really. Thank you.